Yes, cameraman, I'm glad your mouse did not die.
I know. I was a little paranoid. Listen, I am so...
Show yourself, cameraman.
Oh, my goodness. I still have not fixed the thing that makes my wire go, makes it go green. I still need to do that. When it goes... But I want to show something really cool.
Wait, can we just say hello?
Yeah, we can say hello.
Good morning, friends. This is us, Cameraman and Alphinius.
Sorry we're a little late. Colt was in the office today.
Yes, Colt, our partner. He's the one who says nerds are the greatest people in the world.
Yes. But I just want to show...
And he's right.
Yes, it's true. This is, look how many entries there are for this portrait.
Wow, the click to spin. You got to admit, Cameraman, there are things about technology that I don't like, but there are a lot of things that I do. This is amazing.
I know. Sometimes I do like the random number generator thing, but like this is way more dramatic. So I'm very excited. I'm just setting the scene.
We're not spinning it yet.
I know. I'm just excited to touch it. Like,
look, click to spin.
Click to spin. Yes. Anyway, very excited for that. We have a great show today.
And we have some great social media if you grabbed it.
I did this wrong. I tried to...
Oh, it's the ultimate mirror.
It's the Twitchception.
Twitchception.
Ken, why are you going to be in Denver? I'm so curious.
Yes, Ken. What's up with that?
Yeah.
You could sneak down and have lunch with us.
Well, I can't stay. I have 7 nieces and nephews coming over to my house.
I can't see the chat, so I don't know. Is it today?
Yeah, I think he's coming down today.
Ken!
Can you tell us when you're here? And then you should come down to Colorado Springs. Or whatever, we can meet in the middle. So
Ken.
Yeah, he says before I head to Jairiki 42. Is that
Jairiki 42. That's Father. I don't know who Jairiki.
I thought that was that is Ken, right?
Who's Jairiki 42? These handles destroy me, cameraman. Somebody type in there, Jairiki 42, who you are.
Yes, it's Ken.
Yes, that's what I thought.
I had a moment of like second guessing.
So basically I have those moments all the time, cameraman.
Yes.
It's a function of age.
And Ken is coming to use his voice. So we do not talk politics on here. But to exercise his freedoms.
You should do that, Ken, because we are all in favor of it.
Yes.
Exercise your freedoms to say what you wish to say. I wish to say that this
yes
is a 20-sided dice.
Nice.
But as you all know, not all of you, but some of you know, the entire world of Zyathé.
Oh my God, is made up of
icosahedral form.
Here's the deal.
Yes, and they do like this. Cameraman, it's cool.
If you come to Genghis Khan, you will hear this.
Look, cameraman, think about this for a minute. Now, if these were the same size, it would be cool. But each one of these is made up by a 4-sided dice. Right? So they all come together, and each of the 4-sided dice is either a flame or an earth or a water or an air. Mm-hmm. And so they come together and they form these icosahedral forms, and then each is attracted to each other. So like the fire side gets attracted to the fire side, so they stick on each other like this, and that is the building blocks of matter in the world of Zyathé. And if that isn't cool, I don't know what is. I mean, it's nerd cool, cameraman.
No, Patrick says, I'm a flat Zyathé. That's funny. That's hilarious.
Listen, that is nerd cool, cameraman. I mean, come on, chat. Give me a little love here. That's nerd cool.
I feel like there's two types of players or GMs or whatever we want to call them. Okay, people who play D&D. I feel like there's like the shallow or kind who are like, I just want to have an adventure. I don't need to go too deep into it. That would be me. You like the depth, and you like all of the backstory and like the several cyclos of lore and the 72 deities, and and I think that there is validity to both of them. So
there is no right way or wrong way to play. I think there's many more players than you just talked about, cameraman.
Okay, well, I think there are people like your
father. When he first began to play the game, all he cared about was combat. He was a combat maniac.
Well, that's true.
That's all he wanted to do, roll dice. He was bored all the rest of the time, until over time he began to morph. And then he became a bit of a role player, cameraman. He began to enjoy the role play. He began to engage in the role play, right? And so he began an evolution in his progress as a gamer in terms of in what I think, because I do think that good role play is crafted and going, and it's inspirational to the different players around the table and to the game master. I think that is in many ways the pinnacle of this game that we play in many ways. But so I think there are many types. In fact, they did something. The chat might know about this. There was something written up a while back about like the 7 kinds of players or the 9 kinds of players.
Joe is just admiring my hat. And
oh, that's a cute hat.
Thank you.
So does anybody in the chat remember this? Because like
it was what?
There was like 7 different player types or 9 different player types. And one of them, the most interesting one was they don't really care what you're playing. They just want to be there with their friends, which I thought was marvelous. Does anybody know about this in the chat? Does anybody know what I'm talking about?
I mean, are you talking about, Harry says there have been multiple published concepts about the player types.
I remember like a 7 or 9 player types thing that went around for a long time, probably a couple of years ago now.
Probably on a meme somewhere.
No, it was not a meme, Camera Mendy. It was not, I do not, listen, I read things now and then, Camera Mendy.
I know, you read a lot. That's how we got where we are. As we have established, you are the lore heavy, but yeah.
I'm really excited because we're going to talk about lore of Blun today a little bit.
I know.
We'll speak about that.
I'm so excited for everything. Okay. First, let's do some social media, though.
All right, let's do it.
Because I pulled a bunch of stuff. And I got one. Cassius gave me a hard time. Now, I did not respond back to all of those posts I saw about my trauma last week. The thing I will be in therapy over for the rest of my life. And if you have not watched last week's episode, I would encourage you not to. There was a shriek.
Whatever.
The shriek heard around the world.
It was not the shriek heard around the world.
It was.
The shriek heard around the Gooey Den, which is only like, 2,000 people.
You know what? They are over the world. So
they are over the world. Now,
anyway.
Camera Mendy, I find this very impractical.
So anyway, all that to say, Cassius
It's good for your beard, though.
Cassius gave me a hard time about not posting this. Apparently it was posted by 3 different people.
Oh, yeah, it was all over the place.
I had to scroll so far to freaking find it. But I did for you, Cassius, so appreciate it.
It was not for Chet, even though this is Chet's post.
Oh, I have other things for Chet.
But seriously now, when you look at this, you're like, that would never work.
I don't know. I think there's a way to make it work.
I want to know. Here's what I really want to know.
What?
I want to know for real, because some of these things are historical. There were different knights, and they did wear different helmets based on typically animal figures and all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Harry wants to know why wouldn't it work, and I kind of agree with that.
I feel like the little snail things would get in the way when you're fighting here and there, though maybe they wouldn't.
I think that they're like husks of an elephant, and so you could do a Lord of the Rings with the elephants, where they
husks of an elephant, tusks.
They
look so you can like fight them with your face.
Is the correct word.
You can like stick your face right in their face.
Yeah. Imagine a headbutt with one of those things, like you headbutt and then go up.
Oh, headbutt and go up. Ooh, yeah, that'd be great.
Knights of the Snail. I know we should do that instead of Knights of the Goo.
We're not doing Knights of the Snail, Camera Mendy.
Okay, well, anyway.
All right, so there, Cassius is now happy.
Yes, indeed.
And Chet said, Darkenhaven cultists have been spotted boldly wearing the snail headgear. You saw that? And then Paul puts this crap up. This is in World of Warcraft, right?
Yeah, this is the only snails content for this week, guys. So enjoy it.
But I think someone who knows, this is like a mount. I think this is a mount.
Yeah, just like
my panther. I had a panther.
No, wrong. Just like your mount.
Okay, Camera Mendy.
Yeah.
This is a hairy abomination.
You know what?
There's not a hair on it.
I was gonna say that works like, as a pun. It works on so many levels.
You see what I did there?
Okay. Anyway. Okay. This is weird and kind of traumatizing, actually. Because who killed all these little tiny chicks?
I think Adam was in one of those weird museum things. Because look around at some of the other things that are around there. You're like, oh my God, what is that? Look, there's one on sale.
I mean,
you can buy the clown down there on the bottom right.
I just want to know I just want to know who is deranged enough to kill all these little baby chicks, unless this is not real.
So no, I'm fairly certain that is a bunch of baby chicks that got killed. But here's the thing.
But it is weird. It is kind of a crazy monster.
Vladiana, she is a taxidermist. Taxidermy was one of her things when she was a little girl, a younger girl.
You mean the vampire?
She wasn't a vampire then. She became a
okay.
vampire later. But she always had issues.
Oh my
She had
gosh.
lots of issues.
That's funny.
Gruyere, her father had to put her in therapy for quite a number of years. Did not affect. No,
Okay.
did not help.
This one's...
Yeah, this was, I was like, oh my gosh, Marcus. But I think I've seen this once before.
It is a deranged looking tree.
No, it is really, I mean, this is something you kind of want, this is a corrupted tree. This thing's got a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, it's even got, it's drooling out the green stuff out of its mouth.
It's so good. I
do wonder, though, if it's really a photo or if somebody did some work on it. See, that's the problem. You don't know Photoshop in these days. It's, even before AI, you could do an awful lot of stuff with Photoshop to make something look a little more aggressively creepy than it was. But this is good. I mean, this is like, holy moly.
This one's from Adam as well.
Yeah,
the centaur scale.
Adam puts up some weird stuff.
Adam's going to be on our show next week.
I know.
I'm very excited to talk to Adam next week. So yeah, not horse enough. The right amount of horse. Too much horse. Yeah, and I mean it is in centaurs just in general. The origins of centaurs. It's just a thing to think about.
No, you don't need to think about the origins of centaurs at all.
Just like you need to think about the origins of half giants.
I don't want to think about those either.
Well,
I just want to think about who birthed it because that's a big.
It had to be the horse.
Ms. Goo. Ms. Goo had Michael, who was 9 pounds 9 ounces. Little Ms. Goo popped out Michael.
So you have to understand, to me, who is child-free and does not know these things, I'm assuming, by the way, that you said that's a big baby.
9 pounds 9 ounces, a big baby.
Okay. Wow.
Especially for a little lady like Ms. Goo.
Aw. Well,
but
she's a rock star.
Tough as nails.
She's a rock star. Okay. Next up, you posted Dan the Didactic.
Yes. So what are the, as we progress, this is going to keep happening, right? We're going to keep bringing legends and our own characters, right? Our friends or portraits to the adventures and various things. So in this situation, with the situation at Crovenloft, when Paul and I were sort of discussing who would begin this thing, right? And it really begins with Dan the Didactic, because he was part of the Ghost Stone and Ardrana and the whole thing that was going on and the secret and the tome and all of the stuff. And I don't want to give away too many spoilers. But Dan actually removes himself from the library and puts himself up in the Greyhawk Inn in one of the suites so he can be not disturbed while he's going through all these tomes and he's having things delivered and all of that stuff. And so he looks, if you actually look at the portrait closely, he's got, half beard sort of growing out. He looks a little disheveled.
A sheen,
yes, whatever you would say it, yes.
Yes.
And when the PCs come to talk with him, this is when they begin to find out the next stage, cameraman.
So there's a lot of funny comments. I'm just going to go back to this.
Yeah, let's do it. I love good comments. We'll go back to Listen, Adam, I got to say, man, this is the creativity, right? This is the kind of stuff that I just really appreciate. Adam is one of the great posters. We have a number of them, but Adam is one of the great posters.
Okay. Sorry. I'm starting to
What
giggle.
cameraman? I don't want any dirtiness.
I don't either, but okay. Could imagine twins if a centaur. One is a horse, the other a human. Wonder where fawns go on the centaur scale.
What if it was the other way around? What if the backside was human?
Oh God. How would a centaur wear pants?
It'd have specially made centaur pants.
I don't think that we've ever seen a centaur wear pants. That's not true. In the Chronicles of Narnia,
the centaur, he was a fawn.
No, well, not just he.
When
he
all the centaurs were coming out,
I know they had clothes, but I don't think they had pants. Now that I'm thinking of it, the movie. I'm talking about the movie.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Does anybody in the chat remember?
I don't think they were wearing pants.
They were wearing clothes.
But they were wearing varying items of like armor.
Listen, for somebody who's watching this stream for the first time, I apologize in advance. This is the kind of stupid stuff we do
all the time.
All the time.
We had a first time chatter.
Oh, first time chatter! Woohoo!
Arduin.
Right.
Hello, Arduin. Okay. Do they wear pants on all 4 legs or on only 2 legs?
Boy, it'd be a rough that front putting pants on that front to be you need a very interesting setup. It'd have to have a strap around and all kinds of things.
Sextuplets as a gradient of person to horse. LOL. Poor horse.
Too much horse.
Okay.
Not enough horse.
Anyway.
All right, enough.
Yes.
Move on.
I'm doing it. Hold on. Okay, we had some cool discussion of our modules in the.
We did.
Okay, so Harry's out at Gamehole Con this week. He is running Savage Worlds version of the Ghost Stone, which I believe he might bring to a couple games at Genghis Con if you're interested in playing the Ghost Stone as a Savage
Harry
World
loves
game.
Savage Worlds. I actually got to play in a game with Harry running
This is
Savage
Andrew.
World.
Did I say Harry?
You said Harry was running the Savage
Oh,
Worlds.
sorry. I'm talking about
Harry
Andrew.
does run Savage Worlds a lot. I've never played with Andrew in Savage Worlds.
Andrew has been converting our stuff to Savage Worlds.
Yes, and also he did some very interesting things with this because of how he did the mechanics.
Yeah, so he did a randomized grid.
I was wondering where you were going with Harry, by the way. I was like, this was Andrew's post.
I clearly have not had enough coffee this
morning.
More
coffee. All right, keep going. So Andrew, keep going.
And then he gave them a Ghost Stone Finder, which has 2 uses. Mm-hmm. And there was a third mechanic that I cannot. Oh, as they get closer to the castle, their fear goes up.
Raises.
Yes. So
very cool.
Yes. So anyway, check out this post if you're interested.
It's not a castle; it's a manor. I know you don't really like any of the backstory or the information, but it's not a castle.
This is why we work as a team. Okay. Anyway, so that was really interesting.
Yeah, if you haven't had a chance to look at that post, take a peek at that post. It's very, very interesting. And Andrew, as always, marvelous.
Yes. And then Julie is going to be running the Gooey Holiday. Yes. And if you find this post, there are several comments in there with tips about how to run it, including from Rob Gustafson, who is one of the authors of Strangely Gooey Holiday.
The lead author, without question, did a great job. He and I spent a lot of time together, and he did some very good work with this module.
So, and I'm sure that this will be going on sale coming up here because
it's coming up to the holidays.
We actually currently have a sale going on, actually.
I was surprised. I mean, I looked up and I went, oh, I think somebody put a sale on for Strangely Gooey because I think it went on sale. So yeah.
Well, everything's on sale because what we did for this weekend only is that we're doing a Gooey game hole. So you get the same prices on our shop as what you would get at the convention.
With the free shipping, I believe, included. Yes.
So, yeah. So if you have not picked up anything, now is a great time because it's all like up to 15% off.
Yes. So Julie was asking about miniatures that would work for this. And I actually went to my mini factory because, I'm a miniature maniac. And I asked Harry if he'd done any. He had not. And I went to my mini factory and I found a link to a bunch of miniatures that would work perfectly for most of the monsters in here. Not everyone, but most of them.
Yeah.
Really good. And that tree is magnificent. I think I have some of those, by the way.
Where do you think they're from?
Don't remember.
Okay, that's
Camera
fine.
Mandy, it's too many. It's too many.
You have an addiction. You have an
an
addiction. Okay, so this was a really great review. Listen, here's the deal. Darkness and GenSuCon, we have run a lot at conventions. Yeah. And I will say that it gets split reviews. I'm going to just be honest. It gets split reviews from our game masters because it is challenging to run it, to make it sure it's engaging. It is a dungeon crawl. We have a great suggestion that we've talked about in the past about sending an NPC down the hole with the characters. But Joe, wrote up a great review for it, basically saying it's one of his favorite Gooey Cube adventures.
Remember, this is important.
Yeah.
The one we run at the convention is not the whole story.
Yeah.
And so
4 hours of a 16 to 20 hour adventure.
Yeah. And the idea, what I love about this, right? What I love about Darkness is that it really, if you're players, right? Because there's you know how I am. I'm like this, right? Why? I always say why, right? So Carrie knows that I've been asking her why a little bit. As we've gone through Crovenloft. Why is this? Why is that? And I've made a few adjustments because I'm big on whys. I don't like things to just show up that don't make sense, right? And so for me, there's a few monsters that we can't put into our materials because of the original license, right? Now I think there's more openness. I'm not sure about that. We have to dig into it, but it doesn't really matter. So because we couldn't make a Beholder, which we love, but magnificent monster, we created our own version of the thing, which we call the Oculix, right? And the Oculix, but I wanted to know where did the damn Oculix come from? Because all these monsters just from everywhere, right? And remember there was that one thing in the book where some monster in the depths was burping out other monsters. I mean, that's all kind of dopey. So I don't want dopiness. So I want things that make fantastical sense. So what we came up with for the Oculix was that it is one of the weapons of the Ethereans, and it was actually crafted and created by the Ethereans, and it was never supposed to be able to reproduce. But somehow it'd be, like all things, right?
Nature finds a way.
Nature finds a way. I'm right back to Jurassic Park, right? So the Oculix is the sort of the big baddie in this thing. And it really, once you get down the hole and the bottom of the hole, there's a whole adventure of finding out about the Oculix. So
and the actual hole mechanic is super interesting,
Cameraman, switch to yourself. I'm about to sneeze.
Okay.
My apologies, cameraman. I sneezed right at camera.
I did not switch to myself. I'm sorry.
Not everybody gets
I
to
managed
see me
to
blow
mute
my
you.
nose. Oh my goodness.
Here, wait. I have a button. Hi. Sorry.
You're way too late.
Apologies. Apologies for that. Anyway, all this to say though, there are definitely we've had great games with this. Great games with this. So, and I'm really excited that Joe liked it so much and wrote such a great review of it. And on top of that, Joe will be running this at a convention that I cannot remember the name of right off the top of my head. But I will post about it in the newsletter this upcoming week. So yes, very exciting in Florida. So if you're in that area, Florida is a huge area.
Florida's a little huge.
I think it's Tampa. Yeah. So,
but Darkness is a great little module. Nice follow on from the original Shadows and Genzicon. Very different flavor, right? And of course, we just finished last Gen Con. We finished the third one, so it's very exciting.
No, you finished the fourth one.
Sorry, the fourth one.
And they're actually this is really cool. So they fit, all four of them fit into. Oh, I don't have a picture of it.
What?
I didn't bring it. But they fit into one of our boxes. And then,
the 3-inch box.
Yeah, and then they have like a wraparound cover now, so you could buy all four of them as like a package, but they're all standalone. That's the other good thing. You don't have to run them.
You really don't.
In order.
And even still, when we sort of keep, we have plans to sort of rework the original campaign. We're really going to make it clear that chapters 1, 2, and 3 can be their own sort of as an origin story for players. Chapters 4 and 5 can certainly stand alone, and then the way we're writing chapters 6 and 7 is the same, so that people don't have to feel like they have to bite off that whole campaign unless they want to. Now, some people have bitten off that whole campaign, and I'm getting some grief right now about where is 6 and 7. Yes, Ben, do you have that video?
I can't grab the video, but I did grab this picture of Ben.
Oh, what about the one I put up about give us a meme? I want to see what everybody's doing with that one.
You posted that one like last second. I didn't have time to grab it.
That's okay. I want to see, but if you find it, just find it. Just grab it when you get a chance, because I want to see what the Den thinks. Anyway, we continue on the path because we were in a different place. But
I was talking about Game Hole Con.
Yes,
that's where this was.
Because you had that picture of Lawrence.
Yeah, but here's a picture of Ben at Game Hole Con.
Yes.
There's a picture of Ben at Game Hole Con running. Is this true? No, Shades of Loss. Yep, Shades of Loss. Here's Josh and Chet together having a good time. This warmed my heart. This is Chet and oh my gosh, I cannot remember his name off the top of my head.
Mandy, why
we interviewed him just a few weeks ago.
Stop it, Cameron. Somebody in the chat, help me. Remind me quickly.
Anyway. The owner of Critical Hit Soda, who we did a great interview with.
You are supposed to remember these things. I am the old man.
I'm getting there, though. I'm almost. Well, I'm not.
I almost forgot Chet's name.
Chet, really?
Gosh, I can't believe this. This is my great disturbance in the force.
It is what it is. I'm sorry. We apologize.
I backed Critical Hit Soda because I think it was cool.
Yes.
And I can't wait to mix it with booze.
Anyway, I'm glad that they made this connection. I don't know why Josh is coming to mind, but it could not be Josh. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Here's Lawrence with Richard Bush, who authored
Lost Mines of Fandelver.
Yeah, which apparently
I enjoyed that one mightily. Yes.
Yeah.
We might have to see if old Richard wants to be.
Oh, he should come on the show.
Oh, we'd do that. I'd love to talk about the Lost Mines of Fandelver, but we could also. We got another set of legends coming up here that we got to do for Guys and Gags too. Yeah. And Luke and I've already been talking about folks, and I've got a few people in mind already. So
yeah.
And look at that face; he'd be perfect, like as a bad guy.
We have questions about chapter 6 and 7 in the chat.
Okay, ask.
I mean, just where are they?
The friends that we are working on all of this. The most important thing is Guys and Gags and Gloomport. Those. We have to get those out. We have to finish this Guys and Gags Kickstarter so that we can begin the next funding of our business, because that's really the Kickstarter is what's funding our business. And so we have to do the next crowdfund next year with Luke. That's our plan. It's going to be great. I'm so excited about it. I can't even tell you. We've already talked about it and all that stuff. We've got to fulfill that, because that we have so many people that we promised this to, and the tariff thing just blew us up. And I don't know if you know, but we're sitting here scared as we could possibly be at the possibility that by the time that these boxes hit our shores, we're not going to pay a 30% tariff. We're going to pay 130% tariff. And that probably means old Alphinius and Mike and Colt are writing some pretty big checks to get that stuff to our offices. So we're not very happy about that around here. Anyway, but don't worry, it's going to happen. We are delivering no matter what. That is the most important thing. Then, while we are doing the planning and getting the stuff for the crowdfund up, we are going to continue our efforts on chapters 6 and 7. Charles has already been working on them, although he had to take a little hiatus for some personal stuff that he had to do. And honestly, I have not had enough time to spend with him to really help him with some of the things that he needs help with. So that is going to go on concurrently with us actually developing some of the next Guys and Gags materials as well. So we're going to try to get ahead of Guys and Gags.
I'm just going crazy over here.
I know, I don't know what you're doing. So we're going to try to get ahead of Guys and Gags. So friends, I see it. I understand it. I know why everyone wants 6 and 7. I want 6 and 7. It is, but to take care of this little company, we've also got to make a little money, and that is the rub, cameraman D.
So I'm going to answer some questions here.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Switch to yourself. I'll drink coffee and look at Lawrence.
Yeah, we'll just, I'm going to wrap up Gamehole really quickly. Go to Gamehole, buy stuff from the vendors. Go play games. We have games on the calendar, and it seems like a good time. So if you're in the Wisconsin area, or that area, that region at all. Okay. Question here. Kickstart 6 and 7. Here's the thing, is a Kickstarter for 6 and 7 would not be nearly as successful as we need.
It'd be very small.
Because of the fact that, and this is what we've learned coming into the gaming industry, as you learn new things, we started with this idea of this great 7-chapter campaign. And then what you see until you blow up, like huge to where everyone's buying it. But even then, you're going to see a bunch of people buy the first one. And then that just gets narrower and narrower and narrower with each box.
It's true.
And so
it was an ill-conceived concept on my part. It was my problem. It was my fault.
Who you learn.
Yes.
You learn. So I think it's a great idea. I think it's a great campaign, and we will finish it. Absolutely. We have to, because I'm playing it.
Yeah, we have to. So
yeah.
I do want everyone to understand.
Yeah.
We are, the Gloom port is nearly, I think we have one more book to lay out. The other 3 books are all in fact, I think that's incorrect. I think all 4 of the tomes are laid out. That is the lion's share of the work. Obviously, the maps are all done, things are keyed, but the proofreading and review of these materials it's a monumental task.
It takes like a month.
It's so brutal. And you've got to fix all
a month of like dedicated.
Yes.
It's not like a month of, we can do this on the side. It's like a month of like a room full of people sitting in there, double checking every single thing.
Yeah, because the continuity is so important and all of that stuff. And you want it to be as perfect as possible. I'm not saying we don't have typos, we do. But generally, we do a pretty good job of catching most things. And then our community does a great job of saying, hey, listen, we saw this on page 112. Can you fix it?
It is one of my favorite things, not only about our gaming community, but the gaming community as a whole.
Yes.
Even like video games and computer games, is the fact that the community is on board with helping. Because nothing would ever get released if we pushed it out perfect.
No, it takes so long.
Even these big companies, do bug patches and, they do the best they can. And that's with a huge team.
Yes, it does happen.
And we're 10 people in a phone booth.
Yes, in a little phone booth.
How
come you're not showing yourself, cameraman? You're doing all this talking and you're not showing yourself.
I know.
You have to be a better job of directing here, cameraman.
I know.
Anyway, so
hopefully that answers your questions, though, because we do want you to feel, we both want to be honest. Yeah, we want to be honest about where we're at and not make promises that we can't keep. But also, we want transparency, because I think that's what's amazing about our community. And that's why I think we don't get very, very many complaints about the fact that we're, for instance, dealing with this terror situation and we're late on our Kickstarter. And we've been honest about the fact that our first Kickstarter, again, we're just learning, overpromised.
Biggest mistake of Gooey Cube's history. Now, on the other side of the coin, again, everyone is really late getting their stuff, but Darkenhaven was originally going to be this, and Darkenhaven is now this.
And you're going to get a Gloom port that's even bigger.
Bigger.
So
it's got more material.
Yeah.
So anyway, let me finish that though. The 4 books are done. All the artworks are done. The maps are all done. Now it's just the effort of getting it reviewed, fixed. Oh, even the little newspaper, because we got the Glooming News,
and all that stuff. Cute.
I mean, it's really, really. I mean, it's so. It is, and cameraman, we won an Emmy for Darkenhaven.
I know
that's something.
Hopefully, we win an Emmy for Gloom port.
Gloomport's better. I just don't know whether they'll do it again, but Gloomport is better.
Okay. Last thing before I'm going to draw the winner of the portrait.
No, not yet.
I'm so excited.
No. We are going to do we are going to do it at the end. But we have to do Chet. I'm glad you did this. I was about to say. So usually you post these up, but I saw it wasn't posted, so I posted.
I have not been good about posting them. I actually have like 3 more I need to get up. So.
Oh, well then put them up.
I will.
We got to do that, cameraman.
Yes. So.
Besides, I love this picture of Chet and me.
It is such a good picture.
It looks like we're drinking iced tea, but in reality, that's whiskey and vodka.
Chet was our community spotlight of the week. Chet is at Gamehole Con. Obviously, I showed pictures of Chet. And also, Chet, this focused, he's an artist, but the thing is, and that's great, and we love his art. But this was about Chet as a person.
Yes.
And
his wonderful contributions to our community.
Yeah. And just how he engages with people and how he keeps things light and he makes people laugh and how he's a shenanigator on an epic
scale.
Yeah. And just all the things the art, we love the art and the art is amazing, but Chet the person is spectacular.
Yes.
So
indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. So Chet. And post up the other 3 and put them up on Goo Morning, and then we'll give them all cheers.
Okay. I really want to. Can I just do the wheel?
No, cameraman.
I don't have patience.
It's time for Blun.
I have not pulled that yet. I just realized. Hold on. I got to.
Oh, you haven't pulled it yet?
No.
Well, while you're pulling, why don't you just ask, is there any questions in the chat beyond the 6 and 7 thing?
Yeah.
Any thoughts?
That's a good idea. Is there anyone? And I will read them after I pull this thing. But in the meantime, you have to keep talking.
I have to keep, so there's not dead air.
Yeah.
In the biz, cameraman, they call it dead air. So I'll do a little preamble for Blun, so everyone can do that. And again, if there's questions, throw one at me. Just as you ponder Blun, what I want to make sure everyone understands is that we had this wonderful little team that worked on Blun and Ethel, right? It was Jens and Corey and Josh and goodness gracious, camera idea, I'm losing it again. Anyway, we had this wonderful little team that really did some wonderful work on Blun and Ethel. And as some of you know from watching this thing, part of Blun was in many ways my Nob, right, from the Temple of Elemental Evil history, right, and I changed it dramatically, brought many wonderful characters to the table, and really made it more of a town, less of a village, more of a dark and incestuous place, beyond just just kind of bad people in the taverns, but it just really expanded for me. And
I have a great question from the chat.
Yeah, go.
This is from Paul. What about a monster compendium? Wouldn't require new work, would be all formatting, and you already own the artwork.
We have 300, I think it's 300 monster images, and many of the battle stats already created. The issue is, Paul, I've got 2 very, very important projects for next year beyond 6 and 7, which is on the list. One is the Geisengax 2, the Temple of Inquinatius Evil. And Blun is part of that, expanded Blun. And then 2 is, towards the end of the year, is the marvelous crowdfund we're going to do with Ed Greenwood. And those 2 are paramount and must happen next year. But for no other reason, just to make sure we can keep paying our people, right? That's the thing we want to be able to do.
And the bottleneck currently is the formatting of these things.
Oh, yes. And just so everyone knows, I mean, our agency has a nice little group of really good designers.
4 of them.
And 2 of them are pretty much at this point dedicated to these with help from the other 2. But the other 2 have to carry our agency business, because we don't have the agency business. There is no Gooey Cube. And so yours truly is not just doing editing and some additional writing on Crovenloft. I'm also laying it out because I got a little bit of skill in that kind of area. So, and of course, Paul did a very nice job with the manuscript, and Carrie did a great job working with Paul, kind of scaling it down a little bit, getting it a little more manageable in terms of size, and helping the tale along. And we've had, AJ working on battle stats, and Lawrence working on battle stats, and Iad working on battle stats, and edits, reviewing and fixing typos and all kinds of things that, just have to happen. Camera Mendy, I'm actually getting the weird green, and I'm moving low on the TV. I'm frozen right now. Oh, I was frozen.
Things are happening. Here's the deal. I'm still running Windows 10.
Windows 10?
Well,
isn't it like Windows 22 by now?
No, it's Windows 11 now. But Windows, 11. Yes. Adam needs to get in here and fix the computer.
Adam, are you watching?
He knows.
Don't be leaving us in the dust. Anyway, so should I go back to Blun, or should I continue answering more questions?
Okay, we're going to talk about Blun really quickly. But Heather, I see your comment, and I realized I forgot to post the link to the Gooey wiki where there is
we have to. In fact, why don't we bring on Heather, and let's do a little special on Goo Morning Zyathé about the wiki.
No. Heather is asking for a glossary of how to pronounce things.
Oh, so she's not been a part of the wiki at all? No. I thought there was about 10 people who were doing the wiki, 12 people.
No, that would be Mark Gordon.
I know Mark was the lead. Yes, we could have Mark on.
Yeah. Anyway.
Have Mark on.
You are completely on a different realm of where I am at. So your brain is in a different location at the moment. So we can talk about the wiki. We will talk about the wiki. The point of the wiki was I just posted the link of it for Heather, where there is a glossary of terms with the start of an enunciation guide.
It's only the beginning.
Yes.
Just the biggest thing to remember is wherever there's that apostrophe in between, typically it was supposed to be only between vowels, but it got kind of perverted over time. It's just a very quick pause. So in the case of the most known apostrophe, I think in the whole world is the one that is on the cover of our first tome, right? The Encyclopedia Zyathè, Volume 1. It's weirded. So when you look at that apostrophe there, you say weirded, not weirded. Right?
Okay. Ken is asking, Maeve, is that how you say Maeve from Red Star? Maeve. Yes. Maeve from Red Star Rising.
Yes.
So the apostrophes got perverted over time. Says Harry. When will the dead and fallow and doom and gloom
those
be released?
Dirty dogs.
We're working on this shot. Y'all are like, when is everything coming out? And we're like, we're trying so hard. We're trying so hard. Anyway, those are written.
I do want everyone to know.
This is what we're saying. Those are written. They're ready to be laid out.
Yeah,
but there's a bottleneck right now with the design, so we're working on it. We're working on it. So, Josh, I love you. I'm sorry, I don't mean to shout.
Come on, man, getting a little up this morning.
Well, no.
Listen, here's the deal.
I'm just antsy because I really want to press the wheel.
Here's what I know about people.
I just need to know who wins this thing.
Will you show yourself when you're talking like this? Come on. Here's what I know about this. Go ahead, show yourself. Come on.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, click the button.
I'm in the middle of reading
You're
comments.
fine. You can keep reading. It's okay. You got the cute hat and all that stuff. Yes, look at that cute little face.
Josh, I'm glad you weren't watching last week because there was something horrible. And if your kids had been in the same room, they would be traumatized.
No, they wouldn't.
No, they would. So, just say.
I think everybody thinks
Josh
it's cute.
and Kaya.
I think everybody thinks it's cute that Ms. Goo and I.
Sure, we are done. Anyway. Oh, he says I was. Josh watches with his family sometimes. All I'm saying.
For the first time watcher who's watching this, just understand that really in this room, generally right here, are a lot of friends. I mean, we have made friends over the years at conventions and all of that kind of stuff, and we just have a great time together. And that's our Saturday mornings. And we have some wonderful guests that are coming on. And I talked to Luke, by the way. We're going to get him back on. I want to get Ed back on as we move into the new year. And so we've got some wonderful guests that are going to be coming soon. So talking about Blun. So Blun is a little village, but it really is a very large village. I would call it a small town more than I would call it a village. And it is a mining thing. So let's just do a quick review for anybody who wasn't watching.
Super fast.
Yeah, wasn't watching last time. So the locality, this is the world of Zyathè. And in the top left, go back, well, just bear with me, cameraman. In the top left, you see that broken continent. Now, the right side of that broken continent, now you can go, cameraman, is East Verdestia. all right? And on the left-hand side of East Redestia, right along the edge of those blue mountains, which are called the Mithril Mountains, you have the Queendom of Vanzentia. And Vanzentia is kind of down there. And if you go down to the bottom, you have the Gluvoik Fiefdom. And the Gluvoik Fiefdom is, the capital is the Gluvoik Stronghold. And in those two little pinks, camera Mandy, goodness gracious. And in those two little pink squares is where the Geisengach's environs right now is taking place. Now, as we expand the Geisengach's environs next time, we may go a little north or a little south. Anyway, the right-hand pink square is the Eastern Barrowlands. And this is the map of the Eastern Barrowlands. Now, I got to say, Mandy, just speaking a moment about our maps, is that not incredible? I mean, you look at that and you're like, whoa. And everything scales pretty darn close, Camera Mandy. And that is a testament to our crazy nerds here, that everyone tries to get this to scale. Anyway, go back to that, Camera Mandy. You know, this is the thing that really set everybody off, right? Because it looked like, anatomy. Anyway, how did I do? I did good there, Camera Mandy. So up there in the top, right underneath the east, the word east, there is this big canyon, this very, very large canyon up there in the north. And it is a place that is rich in many minerals and gemstones and precious metals and things like that. And that is where Blun is found. So now you can go to the next one.
I don't know. The chat's discouraging me.
Don't do it, Camera Mandy! Oh my God! Ah! He's got himself.
Oh my gosh! Wow. I don't think you've ever laughed this hard.
Okay, stop.
Okay.
Okay.
You okay?
There's a village in a canyon called Blun, and you can see it there right in the center. And if you zoom in a little bit, cameraman, we can show, this is Edvard who does all our maps, and I love Edvard's work because he really pays attention to detail, right? And so there you have Blun, and then you have right around Blun is the various mines that are in the town. All right. So now we caught everybody up. So this is there. Go ahead and go to the next one.
Sorry, I'm making a note for myself about something really quickly. So in the chat, they said Blun is known for their eggs because of the shape of this thing. But here's the deal: is Colt brought me in farm fresh eggs because he has a farm.
Oh yeah, eggs.
And I have forgotten them all week long. So I'm setting a timer for myself.
Oh, they're in the fridge.
Yeah, they're in the fridge here. So I need to make sure that I remember to get the eggs. So let me just set a timer for 15 minutes from now. Oh, wait, that's 15 seconds. I'm sorry, guys. I know that this is not thrilling. There we go. Okay. So, and if y'all remind me to get my eggs, that'd be awesome. Just saying.
Don't forget your eggs.
I want to remember my eggs. Yes. Okay. So here we are.
So this is the area that it's in, which gives all kinds of wonderful opportunities. There's the Night Hollows Forest to the left and the Glade of the Watchers. There's the Shade Mire, which is this massive bog up there to the north. Of course, the rather famed Dark Tabernacle, which we did not name in this material. We called it the Dark Tabernacle on purpose. There's the Wrath of Fiends that is out there. There's the Rogue River and Lake Evershan. I mean, this is just a wonderful, rich area for running a campaign, far beyond just what the upcoming Temple of Inquinacious Evil and Blun itself. But Blun itself is magnificent, and this is what I want to talk about today mostly. So let's go to the next one. So as I noted last time, it was dark and creepy and perfect. It's just perfect. And just look at this. So the wonderful thing about some of our artworks is this is Edvard's work here, cameraman. And Edvard, of course, is trying to put this together so that it really has the full feel of the entirety of the locale, right? He's trying to make sure you can see it and everything's right and all of that kind of stuff. And so this is this magnificent little village looking down upon it. And there, of course, up on the rise is the Temple of the New Day.
They've changed the name of the temple.
Okay, listen, Carol.
If
it's the temple of Unitarian,
yes,
you
know where that was going.
Unitarian evil that is not working for me.
We might just need the map redone.
The chat is so dirty. I did not say chat is so dirty. I said the chat is so dirty. Anyway, the map. Listen, again, so Edvard and I spent a lot of time on this map. We wanted it to really have a wonderful dark feel to it. And so Andrew Grover's going nuts right now.
He's at GameCon, so he's not watching.
Oh, so he's not watching. So anyway, so Andrew doesn't like that we get so dark. I happen to love, the moodiness of it. It's just mwah, right?
Now there's a line, because we don't want to go Game of Thrones, amazing battle, all in darkness that no one can watch.
And you can't see.
Yes. So I think that like the hints of light here, I think they contrast very well. And I think you can definitely make out the definition of everything.
Yes, very, very good.
It's beautiful.
Yes, so there is not the whole map, because the whole map wouldn't fit on this entire piece that we have there. So if you look to the left there is the temple on the top rise up there. Down below is the Baron's mansion. To the left, there is other locations right down in the center of the village. There's the blood sport pit, sort of right in the middle. There's the graveyard and the temple. And Avarice Gall's mansion is up there. Professor McPhilius is just down in the bottom corner. I mean, it's great. So let's go to the next one. You can see the other half of the map. There's the other half on the other side.
This is gorgeous.
Mandy, I mean, it is. I tell Edvard all the time, I say, Edvard, your maps are works of art. They are works of art. And he does such a good job with lighting, and he's very attentive to detail. And we paid him a lot over the years, and it's well deserved. It's well deserved. So remember that, friends. When you support this old Gooey thing, you're supporting artists, a lot of artists, and a lot of writers and people who do stuff. And we're proud to be a part of that.
Josh asked, for the next Kickstarter, is Blun going to be the supplemental material like it was for this one, or will it be an adventure?
No, it will have its own adventure, Josh. It will actually be much more involved. We're going to bring in fact, I'll talk about this as we go through. That's a great question. It's a perfect segue. So there's just zooming in on the map so everyone can see it really tight. There's the Bloodsport pit. And again, there you are, cameraman. Look at this detail. I mean, this is a big map. Right?
I like how you say detail. Look at this detail.
Detail.
Look at this detail. Yeah. No, it's gorgeous. All the textures,
yes.
all the mist, it's a work of art.
Yes. And what it does, in my mind, I say this all the time, a picture truly is worth 1,000 words. This helps so much for your players to feel like they're there. I think. I'd love to see what the chat thinks, but I think that it just makes you feel like you're there. It sets the tone, it sets the mood, right? And then you add in some of the artworks, and of course you add in the wonderful theater of the mind, the game master's stories, the telling, right? The player interactions, all of that stuff. And this is what makes these games so magical. So we'll talk more on the maps next week, because I do want to talk more on them. But now I want to talk a little bit about, and there's the Bloodsport pit artwork.
Is this like to the death, or is this like
sometimes?
Okay.
They put prisoners and
So
captives.
it's very gladiator.
It's gladiator, yes. But it's definitely got that feel, right? So
it's not a good place.
Blun is. But
then again, Darkenhaven does have the Colosseum.
It does, but they don't have Bloodsport. I mean, they have fighting, but they don't take people to death and all that kind of stuff, right? So let's go to the next one.
Okay.
So I want to talk about players, because I really believe that characters make tales, right? The other things help tales along and all of that kind of stuff. And certainly adventures do not require always that you have some interactions. But when you go to a village, when you go to a town, when you go to interact with someone, the players really make the tale. And cameraman, I want you to switch to yourself for a second and talk about players, and cut me off because I'm going to have to blow my nose again. By the way, it's that time of year for allergies for me. Poor Ms. Goo is blowing her nose as well. All right, go,
so as many of you know, oh wait, let me mute you. I do a lot of the administrative work of Gooey Cube. So what I know of this woman is that she's blue. She has spider-like webs on her eyes. She has a really cool, probably like a +3 axe, I would say. I mean, it's interesting that she's chosen a midriff.
She's not wearing armor, Mandy. She's not wearing armor. She has
What are these things on her shoulder? These are just shoulder pads? They're shoulder guards. Okay.
I do not have a problem.
But with that
I have a problem is when armor, right? Has boob armor. Not I'm okay with it.
Well, then your audio is.
I'm okay with the lump is.
Okay.
But when the armor is covering like under the boob and then covers over the boob and shows the boob, it's the stupidest thing ever. It's just stupid.
Purdy Nerdery says, the character description by Mandy is amazing. I want an episode full of it.
All right.
Okay. I had one more comment on this.
Go. Blue spider vein plus
I appreciate a woman who's not afraid to show her scars. That's what I'm going to say.
I think she is wonderful.
Yeah,
and you will not meet her in the initial Blun. Oh. They are coming because in this supplement is just the supplement. That was what was promised. We are going to expand substantially on Ethholm and Blun in the next crowdfund. Substantially. And we're going to have adventures in each one of them, which I'm very, very excited about. So anyway, let us continue on. Oh, look.
What has happened? Okay. Hold on.
Uh-huh.
There we go. Okay.
So the wonderful thing about Blun is you're going to meet these wonderful characters. And this is the first set, and then we'll talk about more of them next week. But the Baron is Garphonius Grumflum. And he is not a dwarf, even though he appears to be so in this image.
These are all NPCs, right?
These are all NPCs.
Yeah.
And the Baron has come to the village relatively recently and brought a bunch of strong arms. And so it's really got this little bit of a feel of the Magnificent Seven, because there are good people in Blun. They're just being seriously oppressed. Okay. So the Baron has come. And he has his own aims. And again, I don't want to give away too many spoilers, right? But the Baron has come. He's got some support, and he is sort of taken over, right? And the
Baron, that's such a good villain.
Oh, he's great. Oh. I mean, he's just great. And he's a loud, boisterous individual, very cocky, right? I'm Baron Garphonius Grumflum. Mm-hmm. Yes, he's got all that going on. Yes. And so anyway, so you've got the Baron. So the Baron comes to town with his lieutenant, Morgos Skorovich. It's a little bit of the power behind the throne. She is bad and dangerous, and she is not to be trifled.
I mean, look at those eyebrows.
Look at those eyebrows.
Just saying.
Did she pencil those on there, Kimberly?
Probably, because she is a blonde.
Oh, yes.
So she has made a conscious choice to
kick the eyebrows up.
Just saying.
So when there's action that needs to be taken, that the Baron would prefer not to soil his hands, Marvelous Morgos goes forth and deals with things.
Okay, we got to keep going really fast because I still need to draw this winner, and we're 5 minutes out.
The alchemist, Avarice Gall, in some ways an ally of the Baron. But in my adventure, and this is what's going to be the wonderful thing about Blun when we do the adventure in 2, is there's going to be multiple options for your ways to play this as a game master, as well as for your ways to play it as players. In my adventure, Avarice Gall actually wanted to become the Baron. And so he employed the adventuring party, my players, who he thought was an evil adventuring party, but they were really good guys, to assassinate the Baron. Put them in a very interesting conundrum. But in the end, they were able to somehow justify that they could kill the Baron and the Paladin did not fall. All right. There is the Oakenwood Sanitarium. Yes, there are some interesting people there. Potentially even a prince of the queendom, although apparently both princes are in their seats of power. But some say the prince is actually in the Oakenwood Sanitarium under the guise, not the guise, but under the watchful eyes of Dr. Mindsabenden. Yes. What do you think of that, Mandy?
I like it.
Yes, all right. And then there is the Guildmaster, Drazolf Ebelwhip. And it's very important because...
Okay, I'm just going to say it. That name is...
good.
Ebelwhip. Ebelwhip. That's excellent. Excellent.
Thank you, Kimberly. And look, he has a gold tooth. Or maybe they're just stained. I'm not sure.
No, there's definitely a gold tooth there.
Anyway, so the Miners Guild
Itmanen says, I'm disappointed in the lack of snails in Blun.
Take a deep breath. There ain't no snails in Blun. Okay.
No, there's definitely snails in Blun.
Yeah, they're probably just big-ass nasty snails eating ivy. All right, so Drazolf is the head of the Miners Guild. Now, the miners, very important. However, once the nether stone was found in one of the mines, they had to take out all the living, and they couldn't figure out how to harvest in that mine until, let's continue on, Cameraman, until they determined that they could use undead in the mines.
I mean, the undead are damn useful.
And that is where Professor Necphilius, who is Cameraman indeed, a Fazud, that is where Professor Necphilius came in, and now his undead are in the mine, mining certain very dangerous things therein. Yes.
Interesting.
So,
I'm curious to find out about this mine.
So
Not as curious as I am to find out who won this thing.
All right. So anyway,
yes.
We will talk more about this next week. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a wonderful thing. There's some great characters. It's a great little place. And hopefully everything goes well on our next crowdfund, and we do a really wonderful thing. We'll talk more next week about this. All right, Cameraman, you've been dying to do this.
Okay, here we go, guys.
How many people?
560 entries.
560 entries. Dun, dun, dun.
Who's it going to be? Thomas
Elliott has won.
Congratulations,
He already
Thomas.
has a portrait.
No, I don't think he does.
I think he does.
I don't think he does.
I think he does.
I'm like 95%.
I'm like 95%. Maybe not.
Thomas Elliott?
I think so. I don't remember. Cameraman, it's like 400.
I know, but I can check. But
remember, it doesn't matter. If they have, they could give it to someone else. They could do it for their
Thomas.
family member.
Congratulations, Thomas Elliott.
Thomas.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you all so much
well
for
done.
joining us today.
We'll do it again.
Oh, yeah, for sure we will.
Cameraman, what are these people eating pizza down in the left-hand corner? Oh, it's an ad.
It's an ad because I'm using a free spin the wheel app.
So all you buy that Daya pizza. Yes, buy that stuff.
I am positive Thomas does not have one. I'm going to double check this right now.
She's going to double check.
I can literally look.
I'll say goodbyes while you're searching.
Yes.
Friends, thank you. As always, it's wonderful to spend Saturday with you. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your week. Thomas does not have a portrait.
Okay. Thomas Stanley does.
I know Thomas Stanley does.
There's several Thomases.
There are many Thomases.
So anyway.
and we don't have any doubting Thomases, which I appreciate.
Thomas Bautow, Thomas Mall, Thomas Mean.
Thomas Votaw has one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm listing all the Thomases that
all
do.
the Thomases that do.
But Thomas does not. Thomas Elliott.
Show yourself, Cameraman.
You know,
let's say goodbye to everyone so
button.
they can go do their thing.
I know. Thank you all so much for joining us today.
Indeed.
Congratulations to Thomas. We're so excited. I'm going to go get my eggs. I'm going to remember this.
Don't forget your eggs.
So
yes.
Next week we have Adam Eason on.
Adam's coming on, yes.
And we're very excited to talk to him about
writing.
Writing and lit RPG.
And lit RPG.
So.
Yes. Keith Dusheki also wants to talk about that. He loves it.
I love Keith Dusheki.
Me too.
Oh, there's my egg timer.
Egg timer. May all your adventures be sticky,